People have been decorating the walls of their homes since they lived in caves, and each generation since can be defined by the kind of art they hung on their walls. Today, modern art takes many forms, and some of the coolest are found right here on these walls. Today, we're going to check out Jared's awesome collection of screen prints. Jared, this place is crazy. There's all sorts of stuff going on in here. But you know what? For right now, because we could do like 6 shows in here, let's just start with these prints. Why are these prints so special to you?
Well, these are limited edition screen prints. You're seeing stuff from movies and TV shows and other things that are dear to me. You know, these are the movies and TV and other pop culture, whatever you want to call it, that I grew up with. Things that hold a special meaning to me, and that I've decided to focus on in this hobby. This is a hobby that really entails, really stems from my collecting of one-sheet posters back when I was in college. One-sheet posters being the posters you see at a movie theater, you know, that advertise a movie. I kind of graduated to this. This is a little more of a fine art version of that. These are limited edition, usually limited to, you know, anywhere from 200 to 400 prints at a time. So they're inherently more valuable and harder to get, more frustrating to get, some might say. But the quality of these things and the detail and the art is something you're really not getting in a one-sheet poster that someone maybe threw together in Photoshop.
Sure.
These are commonly known as alternative movie posters as well.
Sure. What print is Ground Zero?
Ground Zero is this Back to the Future 2 print from Mondo Gallery by an artist named Matt Taylor. It's actually the first print I was able to get online from Mondo when it dropped, and it was kind of a big deal for me because they're very hard to get sometimes, especially for a property as popular as Back to the Future.
And what year did you pick this up?
This is, I believe, 2013 or 2014. I'm not entirely sure. I want to say it was 2014 because the itch came on quick after that, and that really opened the floodgates for this hobby.
All right, there's some stuff over here I want to talk about. Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
I love these prints right here. They are so old school. You know, iconic movie with the original logos, very simple line art. They're all similar, but also very different. Tell me a little bit about these.
Now, these are from the original Star Wars trilogy. These were released by Mondo in 2010. These are by an artist named Tyler Stout. He's known for this style, this kind of hyper-detailed line drawing, you know, really muted colors. You know, he's not very prolific, so when he does do something, people really pay attention. You know, there's not a lot of work out there by him. He does gig posters and occasionally stuff from Mondo, but you know, maybe once a year, maybe you'll see something from him. These are probably 3 of the most sought-after prints in the whole hobby.
Okay. So what year did you say these came out again?
2010.
Okay, so in 2010, what did these 3 prints sell for a piece?
50 to 60 bucks.
Okay, and now what are these 3 prints?
About 800 to 900 a piece.
Wow, wow. So this collection, you know, collecting these prints, you know, they can increase in value. Obviously, all of them don't. But can this be prolific for investing, or?
I caution anyone from getting into any collecting hobby to make money. But these traditionally do go up in value. So you could maybe you know, if you got tired of something or didn't want it on the wall anymore, wanted to rotate something new in. If you wanted to sell something, you probably could at least make your money back.
Yeah.
You know, which is a lot, which is more than you could say for most collecting habits.
There's a strong secondary market for this.
Yes,
which is good because in as opposed to somebody just buying them and sitting on forever, there is a way you can buy some of these older ones.
It's a very active community of sort of buying and selling. There are groups on Facebook that I'm part of that people buy and sell in all the time. Most of these people that buy these things buy more than they can put on their wall, myself included. I'm not as crazy about that as some people are, but some people have, you know, files full of these things. And you know, when you get tired of something and you want a change of pace, or you just don't like the poster anymore, you can typically sell it pretty easily to somebody else who does, to make room for more things that you might actually want. Because there's new things coming out every single week.
So have you ever traded?
I have, yeah. I traded for one print, a Transformers the movie print that I was really looking for. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to hunt down. I was able to trade that. I was able to buy a Jaws print that a guy in California wanted, along with a C-3PO print, and I was able to trade those two for his Transformers print. So it was a bit of a nerve-wracking deal, but it came out okay in the end.
Nice, nice. Now, as we're here with all these prints, I'm going to ask you a question. If you only could grab 5,
Okay.
which 5 would you grab?
Which 5? I'm going to go with these 3, purely on aesthetic and value as well. I mean, these, I assume some disaster's coming, and if I needed to, I could sell these for
food
to
or
recover.
water,
Right, if I
yes.
needed to grab 5. Another one would be this the Stranger Things print up here.
Wow.
I know it's as a pop culture commodity, it's a little bit of a new thing, but that's a commission that I was part of last year that I really, really love. And then again, for sentimental reasons, this number 5 would have to be this print that my girlfriend had commissioned for me, with the two of us as Simpsons characters eating donuts, wearing some of our favorite T-shirts.
That's pretty cool. That's incredibly lifelike there. It's right there in
I am
Springfield.
always eating donuts or wearing a Mystery Science Theater 3000 T-shirt.
That's really very cool. Before we go, you had mentioned your favorite artist. Let's talk about these prints.
These are by a guy named Tom Whalen. He does a lot of cartoon prints. These are obviously Peanuts, Charlie Brown. These are a pair of Peanuts movies that I watched a ton as a kid. A Boy Named Charlie Brown, of course, where he kind of whiffs it at a spelling bee. Snoopy Come Home, the first movie I can ever remember crying at.
So, did he just do the movies, or is there a Charlie Brown Christmas out there?
Oh, there's a Charlie Brown Christmas out there, but it's another one that's a little cost prohibitive for me right now.
Okay.
Across the room, I do have it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown,
Nice.
and the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving prints on the wall.
Nice.
And waiting to be put on the wall it's the Easter Beagle Charlie Brown by
Wow.
Tom Whalen.
So before we go, what if somebody sees this and they say, I want to get into this. So what kind of advice would you give them starting out?
Check out the galleries. Go to their websites, Mondo, Bottleneck, Gray Matter, Cyclops Printworks, things like that. There are Facebook groups just for this hobby. There's at least 4 or 5 of them that I'm in, and a couple of commission groups. You can find some really cool stuff there. If you want to search for it on eBay, just buyer beware. If the deal seems too good to be true, there are bootlegs out there of stuff that have been printed. Be careful at Comic-Cons. We talked about this. That there's bootlegs there all the time. Just know what you're willing to spend, and if you want to do it, do it.
Nice, nice. Well, thank you for sharing all this. We got to go because you said, where are you headed right now?
I'm going to McDonald's to try to get another screen print. I'm feeding the addiction here.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna get some chicken tenders to boot. So.
If you have any questions about Jared's collection or want to show off your own, just send us an email to thosecollectorguys@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Thank you for watching, and remember, surround yourself with what you love.